Hello from Who Died Today America, and welcome back to our channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars whom we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. This means a lot to us. Thank you. Ralph's touch could be seen in every frame, an elegance and empathy that made even the smallest moments resonate. With those words, a fellow director captured the rare magic Ralph Senensky brought to television. His passing on October 19, 2025, leaves a quiet but profound void in the fabric of American storytelling. Ralph Senensky's mark on television is nothing short of legendary. Over more than 3 decades, he directed dozens of classic episodes across an extraordinary range of series, from the science fiction frontiers of Star Trek to the heartfelt simplicity of The Waltons and the glittering drama of Dynasty. His work on the original Star Trek, particularly episodes like This Side of Paradise and Metamorphosis, remains a touchstone for generations of fans. Born in Mason City, Iowa, and trained at the Pasadena Playhouse, Senensky brought a theatrical sensitivity to the screen. He started in stage direction, but television became his true canvas. From The Fugitive and the FBI to Heart and the Partridge Family, his portfolio was as diverse as it was respected. Yet Ralph's true legacy may rest not only in what he directed, but how. Colleagues remember his humility, his careful attention to character, and a collaborative spirit that elevated every production. In later years, his personal blog became a treasure trove of first-hand insights and history, continuing to teach long after the cameras stopped rolling. Though he lived to the age of 102, those who knew or simply admired his work hoped he might stay just a little longer. He is survived by those he mentored, the vast audiences he moved, and the enduring warmth of the stories he helped tell. Ralph Senensky's name may not have always appeared in lights, but his vision lit up the screen for decades, and will continue to do so every time we revisit a cherished show shaped by his artistry. It's not the appearance, it's the presence that matters most. That quiet wisdom once spoken by Prunella Scales captures the essence of a woman whose presence lit up every room, stage, and screen she graced. Prunella Scales, who passed away peacefully in London at the age of 93, was a cornerstone of British entertainment. Her portrayal of Sybil Fawlty in Fawlty Towers remains one of the most cherished performances in television history. Sharp-witted, impeccably timed, and endlessly expressive, she gave the sitcom its fierce and unforgettable soul. Yet Sybil was just one chapter in a vibrant 7-decade career. From early theater roots as a scholarship student at the Old Vic to distinguished performances in The Marriage Lines, Howard's End, and A Question of Attribution, earning her both a BAFTA nomination and critical acclaim, Scales proved endlessly adaptable and ceaselessly compelling. Her later years saw a poignant return to the screen in Great Canal Journeys, where alongside her husband Timothy West, Scales offered a deeply human portrait of life lived fully, even through the fog of memory loss. Her openness about Alzheimer's disease brought tenderness and awareness to many navigating the same path. Honored with a CBE for her contribution to drama, she was known not only for her immense talent but for the wit, grace, and generosity she extended to all who knew her. Colleagues remember her as fiercely intelligent, unfailingly kind, and always able to lift a scene, or a spirit, with a single look. She made the simple breathtaking, and the grand feel personal, said actor and friend Dame Judi Dench. Working beside her was to share in something magical. Prunella is survived by her sons Samuel and Joseph. Her love, strength, and stories continue through them, and through the millions whose lives she touched with laughter and heart. In every smirk, retort, and silvery echo of her voice, Prunella Scales remains, a light that cannot dim, even as the curtain gently falls. Education is the key to this new economy, Martha Lane Collins often said, a belief that didn't just guide her words, but shaped an entire generation of leadership in Kentucky. A tireless advocate, a trailblazer, and Kentucky's first and only female governor, Collins forged a path few dared to walk in public service. Rising from a classroom in Shelby County to the highest office in the state, she broke barriers with a calm resolve and an unwavering focus on what truly mattered: opportunity, education, and long-term growth. Her landmark governorship from 1983 to 1987 was more than a political triumph. It was a turning point. Under her leadership, Kentucky passed a $300 million package that drove unprecedented improvements in public education, introducing mandatory kindergarten, teacher training programs, and support for struggling schools. These reforms laid the groundwork for the Kentucky Education Reform Act, still hailed as a national model. She linked education to economic progress in groundbreaking ways. Her bold recruitment of Toyota to Georgetown not only created thousands of jobs, but also positioned Kentucky as a hub for global manufacturing. It was a masterstroke, economic stewardship with a vision rooted in the everyday lives of her constituents. After leaving political office, Collins didn't slow down. She returned to her roots in education, guiding the next generation as a college president and university mentor. She remained a powerful voice on boards advocating for stronger schools and smarter policy. Tributes from across the country reflect her steadfast influence. Bridget Blum of the Pritchard Committee shared, "Governor Martha Lane Collins was a visionary leader whose determination continues to inspire all of us who believe in the power of education to move our Commonwealth forward." Driven by grace and grit, Martha Lane Collins changed more than policies. She changed possibilities. Her legacy lives on in every Kentucky classroom, every opportunity unlocked, and every voice that dares to dream bigger because she led the way. The most beautiful boy in the world. That phrase followed him for decades, whispered with admiration and often with misunderstanding. But Björn Andrésen was far more than an image. He was a voice, an artist, and ultimately, a survivor. Björn Andrésen, the Swedish actor who became a global icon through his role as Tadzio in Luchino Visconti's Death in Venice, passed away in Stockholm on October 25, 2025, at the age of 70. His death from cancer ends a 5-decade journey through the film world, marked by unforgettable performances and a deeply personal quest for truth and meaning. Born in Stockholm in 1955, Andrésen was just 15 when he was cast as Tadzio, the angelic, silent figure whose beauty and presence defined an era of cinema. The role brought him instant international fame, but also thrust him into a spotlight that became, at times, unbearably bright. Despite the emotional challenges that followed, he remained a committed artist, embracing roles in films like A Swedish Love Story, The Simple-Minded Murderer, and the cult horror hit Midsommar. Later in life, Andrésen chose to confront the trauma behind the fame. His courage in sharing his story through the 2021 documentary The Most Beautiful Boy in the World earned him widespread respect. Co-director Christina Lindstrom honored his bravery, saying, "Björn gave the world beauty, and later, honesty. We have lost a remarkable soul." Beyond the screen, Andrésen was known for his gentle demeanor, deep introspection, and dedication to younger generations of artists. He often spoke out against the exploitation of young performers, using his own experiences to advocate for change in the industry. He is survived by his daughter, family, and countless admirers touched by his work and his words. Though his face may forever be fixed in cinematic memory as a symbol of youth and beauty, those who knew his story understood that his spirit was even more luminous. Björn Andrésen changed the way the world saw film, quietly, powerfully, and with grace. His legacy will continue to resonate through the reels and reflections he left behind. To many, he was the spark that lit an entire movement. D'Angelo didn't just change R&B, he redefined soul for a new generation. Quietly revolutionary and deeply spiritual, his music resonated beyond sound, into the hearts and consciousness of millions. From the sultry groove of Brown Sugar to the genre-bending masterpiece Black Messiah, D'Angelo created more than albums. He delivered soul-stirring experiences. Voodoo, with its Grammy win, and the unforgettable Untitled, How Does It Feel, cemented his place among music's elite. Yet, it was never about fame. It was about feeling, truth, and legacy. His collaborations with visionaries like Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, and Questlove helped birth a renaissance, the Soulquarians era, drawing from deep roots while steering sound into uncharted territory. Even through the silences between albums, his influence never softened. Instead, it grew, mentoring young artists and guiding a genre with quiet intensity. Questlove once said, "D gave us the blueprint for raw beauty. Every note he played came from his soul. That soul, tender and exacting, gave the world music that will echo long beyond his time." Michael Eugene Archer, lovingly known as D'Angelo, leaves behind his children Imani, Michael, and Morocco. Though he never sought the spotlight, his light burned brightly and continues in every artist inspired by his voice, vision, and vulnerability. His silence now is profound, but his music, his gift, still speaks, and always will. It was never just about the stage for Esther. It was about the people, read a message from a longtime colleague. With those words, the essence of Esther Uria Iriarte shines through. A life grounded in purpose, creativity, and deep compassion. From the small town of Erenteria in Gipuzkoa to national television screens and university lecture halls, Esther's journey was as dynamic as it was inspiring. She captivated audiences with powerful roles in series like Hospital Central, Cuéntame Cómo Pasó, El Comisario, and Ana y los Sieben. On the stage, she brought depth and wit to productions such as La Cacatúa Verde, The Importance of Being Earnest, and Como Agua para Chocolate. But acting was just one facet of Esther's remarkable career. A dedicated scholar and educator, she pursued international doctoral research in Canada, later earning a PhD that explored how theater could nurture peace and coexistence in schools. Her work brought new light to the intersection of art and education, particularly in the Basque Country, where she trained and mentored generations of students and teachers. Esther championed community through projects like Sormen Procesuaren Parte Izan and as the president of the University Association of Performing Arts. Whether in front of a camera or in a classroom, she radiated empathy, intellect, and a relentless belief in the power of art to transform lives. The Basque Actors Union summed up what many feel. Her legacy will guide new generations as she guided those around her. Esther's presence, warm, wise, and visionary, will be deeply missed, but always felt. She leaves behind a legacy that lives in performances cherished, lessons passed down, and communities uplifted. Esther Uria gave more than art. She gave meaning, and that can never be forgotten. "She opened the door and left it open for the rest of us," said a former student of Gladys Stone Wright, reflecting on the life of a woman who didn't just lead bands, she led a movement. A pioneer like no other, Gladys Stone Wright redefined what was possible for women in music education. In an era when the podium was still considered a man's realm, she stepped up to conduct with authority, grace, and undeniable skill. From small-town beginnings in Wasco, Oregon, her journey began with a second-hand clarinet and a free piano lesson, but would crescendo into a career that spanned more than 70 years of excellence, advocacy, and enduring influence. As Oregon's first female high school band director, Gladys made history at Elmira Union High School in the late 1940s. What followed was a lifetime of firsts. guest conducting the U.S. Navy Band and Goldman Band, founding the Women Band Directors National Association, and becoming the first woman inducted into the National Hall of Fame of Distinguished Band Conductors. She mentored thousands, inspired countless others, and established a standard of excellence that lives on in every student she taught and every woman she empowered. Under her leadership, student ensembles earned over 1,500 superior ratings, a testament not only to her musicianship, but also to her ability to elevate others. Gladys's compositions like the Big Bowl March echoed her energy and optimism, while her writings in national journals championed innovation and inclusion in the band world. Her accolades, from the Tau Beta Sigma National Award for Service to Music to the National Band Association Citation of Excellence, reflect a life lived in service to music and education. She shared her journey with her beloved husband, Dr. Al G. Wright of Purdue University, for 67 years, a partnership rooted in mutual respect and shared purpose. Even in passing at 100 years of age, Gladys continues to shape the future. Through the Gladys Stone Wright Scholarship, her voice and vision endure, carried forward by generations of educators and performers who now follow the trail she once blazed alone. Gladys Stone Wright showed the world what happens when a woman leads with purpose, passion, and an unshakable belief in the power of music. Her rhythm may have quieted, but her legacy plays on, in every note, every lesson, and every baton now confidently held by those she inspired. She lit up every room she walked into, with or without a camera. Xie Yuxian's radiant presence touched lives far beyond the hospital halls and photo studios she graced. Known across Taiwan and beyond as the nurse goddess, Xie embodied a rare combination of strength, compassion, and grace. Whether comforting patients in her nurse's uniform or inspiring thousands with her wellness journey on social media, she brought light and encouragement to everyone who followed her path. Born in Taichung, Taiwan, Xie began as a devoted nurse, celebrated by colleagues and patients for her gentle spirit and unwavering care. But her impact didn't stop there. She later stepped into the modeling world, where her confidence, joyful energy, and authenticity quickly earned her a loyal following. She became a bridge between two seemingly distant worlds, healthcare and digital influence, uplifting others every step of the way. Tragically, on October 30th, 2025, while on a photo shoot in Malaysia, Xie passed away from a sudden heart attack. At just 31, her unexpected death has sent shockwaves through both the medical and online communities. Her family, deeply heartbroken, is mourning privately. Those who knew her personally or through a screen remember her as someone who led by example, promoting self-care, empathy, and resilience. Her radiance, both in the hospital and under the lights of the camera, made the world a brighter place, one admirer wrote. Xie Yuxian leaves behind a legacy that defies categories. She was a healer, a motivator, and a friend to many she had never met. Her memory will live on in countless lives she uplifted, and in the enduring belief that kindness and beauty can indeed change the world. Rest gently, Xie. You were a light we didn't know was fading. Good night and better tomorrows. That sign-off, comforting as the evening news faded to black, became more than a phrase. It was a promise from Jerry Taft to his viewers, night after night. And now, as the screen dims on a remarkable life, those words echo with new meaning. For over 25 years, Jerry Taft was the trusted face of WISN TV Channel 12 in Milwaukee, anchoring the 10 p.m. news with unmatched gravitas and warmth. Known for his resonant baritone and gentle authority, Taft helped elevate WISN into the city's leading newscast and turned local news into community connection. Born in La Mesa, Texas, Jerry began his broadcast career at just 17 on KPET AM. His journey took him across the country, from Flint to New Haven to Amarillo, before landing in Milwaukee in 1979. That move defined not just his career, but the city's modern media history. Behind the anchor desk, Taft covered it all, global crises, U.S. triumphs, and everyday local heroes. Off-camera, he became a mentor to rising reporters like Sean Robinson and Ben Tracy, inspiring a new generation through his teaching at Carroll College and his belief in the dignity of journalism. In 2009, Taff was inducted into the Milwaukee Media Hall of Fame, an honor reflecting not just his longevity, but the deep imprint he left on viewers and colleagues alike. He was known for his keen sense of humor, candid opinions, and above all, heart. Whether sharing his love of history, Corvettes, or a good Elvis tune, Jerry connected with people, not just through a screen but through his spirit. He was truly unique, remembered Mark Baden, longtime colleague and chief meteorologist at WISN. We maintained our friendship throughout his retirement. He never stopped caring. Jerry Taff passed away peacefully at age 85. He is survived by his daughters, Diane Curtis and Denise McMahon. Though he left the newsroom 2 decades ago, his presence still lingers in the memories of those he informed, entertained, and inspired. Milwaukee lost a voice, his family lost a father, journalism lost a torchbearer. But in every life he touched, Jerry Taff left something enduring, and in his words, a wish for better tomorrows that now rests with all of us. His leadership empowered others to create their own successful destiny. Those words, spoken by a NASA colleague, echo who Andrew J. Stoffen was, not only as an engineer, but as a visionary leader who forever shaped the course of American space exploration. From his early days at the Lewis Flight Propulsion Laboratory, Stoffen stood at the forefront of rocket propulsion innovation. His pioneering work on the Centaur upper stage rocket helped champion the use of liquid hydrogen as fuel, a move that launched spacecraft farther and faster than thought possible. He tackled the challenges of sloshing dynamics and cryogenic fuels with bold ideas that still serve as the foundation of space engineering today. Throughout the 1970s, his leadership on the Atlas Centaur and Titan Centaur projects enabled historic deep space missions, including Pioneer 10 and 11, the iconic Voyager probes, and the Viking missions to Mars. His efforts opened new paths to the outer planets and provided a deeper understanding of our universe. As director of NASA's Lewis Research Center in the 1980s, Stoffen brought both revitalization and transformation. He inspired employees, championed emerging technologies, and left in place long-term strategies that still guide the center's innovation. Recognition came in many forms: the NASA Distinguished Service Medal, the Presidential Rank of Distinguished Executive, and the gratitude of those who walked through doors he opened. But perhaps his greatest legacy lies in the people he mentored. Known for his can-do attitude, he listened with care, led with empathy, and believed in the promise of every young mind that entered the field. Even after leaving NASA, he continued to guide aerospace programs in industry and support his community with humility and heart. Andrew J. Stoffen's story began in Garfield Heights, Ohio, and reached beyond the stars. A devoted husband to Barbara and father to Lynn and Ellen, he balanced brilliance with warmth, intellect with approachability. He jogged, he skied, he gave back. With his passing, the world loses not just a leader of science, but a quiet architect of possibilities. His influence endures every time a spacecraft launches, every time a young scientist believes they too can go further. The sky was never his limit. His legacy travels beyond it.
Have you heard the latest about Gayle King? The celebrated journalist, now 70, has been a familiar and trusted face for Americans since she joined CBS Mornings back in 2012. With her warmth, signature empathy, and genuine curiosity, Gayle has interviewed newsmakers from presidents to superstars and always brought a calm voice, even in the most turbulent news cycles. Recently, there's been plenty of chatter online suggesting that Gayle may soon step away from her daily anchor chair, though she's made it clear that nothing's official yet. Gayle herself says she's grateful to be part of the CBS Mornings family, and, as of now, she's right where she wants to be, still loving the people she works with and the stories she brings to viewers each day. No matter what her next chapter looks like, Gayle King's legacy as a trailblazer in broadcast news is already secure. She'll be remembered not just for her headline-making interviews and breaking news coverage, but also for her kindness, her resilience, and the inspiration she's provided to generations. However Gayle chooses to write her story from here, it's clear she'll keep brightening mornings and lifting hearts wherever she goes. Here's something sure to spark a little nostalgia for fans of morning TV. Gayle King, now 70 years young, has spent over a decade as the warm and welcoming co-host of CBS Mornings, delivering news with heart and empathy to millions across the country. After countless interviews with everyone from world leaders to beloved entertainers, she's become a trusted presence in American homes and inspired generations with her genuine approach and graceful storytelling. While the buzz today is all about rumors of big changes at CBS, Gayle reminds us she's still right where she loves to be, working with her dedicated team and greeting viewers each morning. Nothing's set in stone about her next step, but her journey so far, spanning everything from local news in Hartford to must-watch national stories and unforgettable celebrity moments, has cemented her as a cherished voice in journalism. No matter what the future holds, Gayle King's legacy is sure to be one of kindness, resilience, and unshakable professionalism. Here's to many more mornings, memories, and inspiring chapters ahead for Gayle, and for all those she continues to uplift and inform. Well, it's always a special moment when we get to celebrate a true trailblazer in the world of television. And right now, everyone's talking about Gayle King. For over a decade, Gayle has been a familiar and comforting face on CBS Mornings, bringing warmth, wisdom, and thoughtful conversation to millions of viewers each day. Born in Chicago and raised in Connecticut, Gayle's journey in broadcasting began long before her time at CBS, but it's her work over the past 13 years that has truly made her a household name. From heartfelt interviews with some of the biggest names in entertainment and politics to covering major national events, Gayle has always approached her work with empathy and integrity. Recently, there's been a lot of buzz about what's next for Gayle, especially as her contract with CBS approaches its end in May 2026. While some reports have suggested she might be stepping down from her morning show role, Gayle herself has shared that she's still very much a part of the CBS family and is looking forward to what the future holds. She's made it clear that she loves her job and the people she works with, and that she's excited to keep sharing stories that matter. What stands out most about Gayle King is not just her impressive career, but the way she's inspired so many people along the way. Whether she's sitting down with someone who's facing a tough moment or celebrating a joyful occasion, Gayle always brings a sense of kindness and authenticity that resonates with viewers of all ages. As we look ahead, Gayle King's legacy will continue to shine, not just for her achievements on television, but for the way she's made people feel seen, heard, and uplifted every day. Her impact will be remembered for years to come, and that's something truly worth celebrating. Bright and early faces across America have long welcomed Gayle King into their homes as the enduring co-host of CBS Mornings. Now, the beloved 70-year-old broadcaster is making headlines as reports swirl about possible changes ahead at the network. While some stories have speculated about her departure, Gayle has assured viewers that she's still enjoying her work, cherishing her colleagues, and grateful for her many years at CBS. Starting back in 2012, Gayle helped steer the CBS Morning Show through rebrands, big interviews, and memorable moments, with her signature warmth and down-to-earth style. She's interviewed everyone from world leaders to celebrities, always bringing a thoughtful touch and a friendly smile that viewers have grown to love. Whatever the future holds, Gayle King's legacy of professionalism, kindness, and genuine connection will continue to inspire generations. She reminds us that showing up with heart, curiosity, and a sense of community can make every morning just a little bit brighter. Thanks for the memories, Gail. We'll be cheering you on every step of the way. What a remarkable chapter in morning television may be drawing to a close, as beloved broadcaster Gayle King, 69, is reportedly preparing to leave her longtime post as co-host of CBS Mornings. For over a decade, Gayle's warmth, insight, and signature interviews have greeted viewers across the country, making her one of the most cherished faces in American news. Gayle joined the network's famed morning lineup back in 2011 and quickly became known for her thoughtful approach and unwavering professionalism. Through years of memorable conversations, from heartfelt moments to those headline-making exclusives, she's brought both comfort and curiosity into living rooms nationwide. While these reports of her upcoming departure have stirred some uncertainty at CBS, one thing is clear: Gayle's contributions to journalism are nothing short of inspiring. She's not only launched powerful conversations, but also helped usher in a new era of morning television, lifting CBS into the forefront. Whatever comes next for Gayle King, her legacy as a trailblazer and bright spirit on American TV will be warmly remembered. For her kindness, integrity, and her ability to make every morning just a little bit brighter. Imagine turning on CBS Mornings for your daily routine and seeing the warm, familiar face of Gayle King, a true staple of American morning television for over a decade. At age 70, Gayle has become a household name, inviting us into each day with curiosity, compassion, and her signature positivity. Lately, reports have been swirling about Gayle possibly stepping away from her anchor seat. While nothing is set in stone, and Gayle herself has said there's no official word on her departure just yet, it's clear she remains devoted to her CBS family and viewers. She's even expressed how much she enjoys her work and the people she shares the studio with, bringing reassurance to countless fans who have come to cherish her morning presence. For so many, Gayle King isn't just a journalist, she's an inspiration. From heartfelt interviews to tough questions with some of the world's most influential figures, her thoughtful storytelling has left a lasting mark on television history. Whether she chooses to stay on air, explore new opportunities, or enjoy well-earned rest, Gayle's legacy is one of warmth, integrity, and connection. As the story continues to unfold, we'll keep celebrating Gayle King for all the ways she's brightened America's mornings. No matter where her journey leads next, her remarkable dedication will always be remembered with gratitude and admiration. Good evening, friends. If you've tuned in to CBS Mornings lately, you probably recognize Gayle King, a familiar and uplifting presence on American television for over a decade. Recently, there's been quite a bit of talk online about Gayle possibly leaving her anchor seat. But let's clear things up. While her current contract is indeed set to expire in May, CBS has officially confirmed Gayle is not bidding farewell to the network just yet. In fact, CBS has expressed their ongoing appreciation for Gayle, and talks about her future at the network are very much underway. It's understandable that so many viewers have grown attached to Gayle's warmth and thoughtful journalism, especially as she's helped us wake up with a smile and trustworthy news for so many years. This story has certainly sparked nostalgia, but also a celebration of the genuine connections Gayle has made with millions across America. Whatever path Gayle chooses next, her legacy as a trusted voice in our living rooms will continue to inspire, and we look forward to seeing where she shines next. Gayle King, 70, has been a beloved face of CBS Mornings for more than a decade, known for her warmth, integrity, and insightful interviews that brought comfort and inspiration to viewers across America. Recent news reports suggest Gayle may be preparing to step down from her anchor role next year as her contract approaches its end in May, though her future with CBS's news division is still being discussed. What's especially remarkable about Gayle is how she's become such a trusted figure, consistently bringing heart, empathy, and understanding to the stories that matter most. Through joyous moments and solemn ones alike, Gayle's dedication to truthful reporting and uplifting voices has made a lasting impact on morning television and in the lives of millions. If a transition is coming, CBS and audiences everywhere will undoubtedly continue to celebrate Gail's outstanding legacy and look forward to seeing how she continues sharing stories that bring us together. Her grace, humanity, and love of storytelling will always be remembered as an inspiring chapter in American broadcast history. If you've heard the buzz about Gayle King and CBS Mornings, you're not alone. News recently sparked online after reports suggested that Gayle King, the beloved 69-year-old anchor who's been a steady presence on CBS Mornings for more than a decade, might be leaving her morning seat next year. But before anyone worries, let's clear things up. CBS has come out to reassure everyone that Gayle isn't leaving the network entirely and is still very much valued as part of their CBS News family. While her current contract may be winding down in May, discussions are in the works about her potential new roles and ongoing involvement with the CBS News division. Gayle King has long inspired viewers with her warmth, professionalism, and dedication to honest conversation, earning trust and affection across generations. No matter where her journey takes her next, whether on air or behind the scenes, her legacy of compassion, curiosity, and uplifting journalism will continue to brighten mornings for countless Americans. We'll be cheering for Gayle as she shapes this new chapter and celebrates the power of connection in media. It's not every day we witness a true broadcast legend in transition, but today, the spotlight shines on Gayle King, age 70, the beloved anchor who has been the heart of CBS Mornings since 2012. After more than a decade greeting America's early risers, Gayle's future with the show is a hot topic online, with reports swirling about her potential departure as her contract comes up next May. Rumors suggest big changes ahead for CBS, but Gayle herself has spoken out, sharing that while headlines are buzzing, she's grateful to be at CBS and surrounded by the colleagues she cherishes. As newsroom shifts make waves, she remains positive, highlighting the support she feels from her team and expressing her continued passion for bringing the news to American families every weekday. No matter what's next, Gayle King's warmth and integrity have left a lasting mark on viewers nationwide. Whether she continues in her anchor seat or takes up a new role, her spirit, dedication, and smile will be remembered as a shining example of optimism and professionalism in morning television. As we watch these changes unfold, let's celebrate Gayle King's remarkable legacy and look forward to the inspiration she'll share with us in whatever comes next. Let's take a moment to appreciate Gayle King, a familiar and trusted face who's been brightening mornings across America for more than a decade. Since joining CBS Mornings back in 2012, Gayle's warmth, curiosity, and steady professionalism have made her a beloved staple of the breakfast hour on television. Now, with reports swirling that she may soon step away from her longtime anchor chair as her contract nears expiration, many are reflecting on the positive impact she's had. While Gayle herself says she still loves her job and feels valued at CBS, these conversations are a reminder of just how much she means to viewers and colleagues alike. However the next chapter unfolds, Gayle King's grace, commitment, and uplifting spirit will be fondly remembered, and we all look forward to seeing how she continues inspiring us in the years ahead. For over a decade, Gayle King has been a familiar and uplifting presence every morning, anchoring the much-loved CBS Mornings and bringing lighthearted conversation, meaningful interviews, and a sense of community to American households. At 70 years young, Gayle's infectious warmth and sharp journalism have made her a beloved figure, someone folks of all ages look forward to sharing their coffee with. Recently, there's been speculation surrounding Gayle's future with CBS Mornings, as her contract is set to expire in May 2026. Amid reports of a major shakeup at CBS News, Gayle has spoken candidly. She says she's grateful to be part of the team and simply enjoys the job and the people she works with. For Gail, it's all about making viewers feel welcome and informed. And from the sound of things inside CBS, she remains an invaluable member of the morning landscape. No matter where her next chapter leads, Gayle King's legacy as a positive force in American journalism is secure. She'll be remembered for her kindness, her integrity, and those heartfelt moments that made mornings just a little brighter. Let's celebrate Gayle, not just for her years on our screens, but for the way she's helped us start each day with hope and a smile. Here's a remarkable story from the broadcast world about Gayle King, a familiar and beloved face to millions of Americans. For over a decade, Gayle, now 70, has graced our mornings on CBS, spreading warmth, wisdom, and a steady dose of optimism. Recently, headlines began swirling about her possible departure from CBS Mornings amid some big changes at the network. But Gayle herself says she's glad to be here and has no idea about any official plans to leave just yet. The network also calls her a truly valued part of the CBS family. It's inspiring to see someone remain so positive and dedicated in the face of uncertainty. Gayle's steadfast approach is a wonderful reminder that staying true to yourself and loving the work you do matters most. Whatever comes next, Gayle King's impact on the morning news and her legacy of kindness and professionalism will certainly be cherished by viewers and colleagues alike. Let's celebrate the stories and smiles she's brought into our homes and look forward to the next inspiring chapter in her remarkable career. What a remarkable chapter in morning television. Gayle King, the beloved 69-year-old anchor who's warmed America's hearts on CBS Mornings since 2012, is making headlines as reports swirl about her possible departure from the show. While there's plenty of speculation, Gayle herself says she's still happily on the job and loving every minute with her CBS family. Through more than a decade of tough interviews and heartfelt conversations, Gayle's warmth, integrity, and unmistakable laugh have started the day for millions of viewers coast to coast. Whether she chooses to step into a new role or stay right where she is, Gayle King's legacy as a trusted journalist and a morning companion is already secure. However the next chapter unfolds, she'll be remembered for her dedication, her spirit, and the way she connected with America, one sunrise at a time. It's been quite a week for anyone who enjoys their morning cup of coffee with Gayle King's warm and genuine presence on CBS Mornings. Stepping out from her Manhattan studio this Friday, Gayle, 70, addressed the buzz about her possible departure from the show, and she was as candid as ever. While headlines have suggested she might leave when her contract wraps up next May, Gayle made it clear she's just as happy and dedicated as ever, sharing that she feels valued at CBS and loves working with her colleagues. In fact, she pointed out that what she's hearing inside the building is a lot more positive than the rumors swirling in the media. After brightening mornings for viewers since 2012, Gayle's passion and commitment remain unwavering, and CBS themselves have called her a truly valued part of their team. As for the future, Gayle says she's simply focusing on the job she loves right now. No matter what's ahead, her remarkable legacy of honest journalism, kindness, and connection with viewers will certainly be celebrated for years to come. Here's a clever little update that has both longtime viewers and morning show fans talking. Gayle King, the beloved 70-year-old anchor who's brightened America's mornings on CBS since 2012, is addressing some swirling rumors about her future at CBS Mornings. After more than a decade at the famous news desk, reports recently suggested Gayle might step away from the anchor chair in May next year, as her contract approaches its expiration. When asked about it, Gayle gave a warm but candid response. She says the whispers in the press just don't match what she's hearing from her CBS colleagues. By all accounts, the feeling is mutual. Gayle loves her job and the people around her, and she's been told she's highly valued at the network. For now, she's staying right where she is and continues to bring her signature warmth, insight, and positive spirit to viewers across the country each morning. Whatever the future holds, there's no doubt Gayle King's legacy is one of integrity, optimism, and connection. And that's something worth celebrating, no matter what comes next. It's a big moment in morning television as Gayle King, beloved anchor of CBS Mornings, prepares to step away from the show next year. At 70, Gayle has spent over a decade brightening American mornings with warmth, sincerity, and her unmistakable style. Fans have cherished her heartfelt interviews and her commitment to sharing stories that matter. While her contract with CBS is set to expire in May, there's talk that Gayle may continue to contribute in another role at the network as leadership and programming evolve behind the scenes. Through the years, Gayle King has earned admiration for her professionalism and resilience. Many viewers feel like they're saying goodbye to a friend, someone who's been a comforting presence at the start of each day. As Gayle's chapter on CBS Mornings winds down, she will be remembered not just for her on-air achievements, but for the inspiration, grace, and joy she's brought to living rooms across the country. And for her audience, those mornings will always shine a little brighter because of Gayle King. Here's something truly noteworthy from the world of television. After more than a decade as the familiar, friendly face of CBS Mornings, Gayle King, now 70, is preparing to say goodbye to her anchor desk next year. Gayle's warmth and curiosity have greeted viewers across America each morning, turning headlines into heartfelt stories and helping us all feel a little more connected. While there's a buzz about where Gayle might head next within CBS, one thing is clear: her remarkable presence and dedication to honest journalism have left a lasting mark. However she chooses to spend her mornings after this chapter, Gayle King's legacy as a trusted voice and role model will continue to inspire generations of viewers and journalists alike. If you remember waking up with Gayle King on your TV each morning, you're not alone. She's been a warm and inspiring presence on CBS Mornings for nearly 14 years. At 70 years young, Gayle has truly become a household name, sitting down with everyone from Oprah to President Barack Obama, and always meeting even the toughest moments, like her calm handling of the unforgettable R. Kelly interview, with grace and poise. Now there's plenty of buzz about what's next for Gayle King as CBS undergoes some behind-the-scenes changes. While some reports suggest she might step away from the anchor desk when her contract comes up in May 2026, both Gayle and CBS emphasize that no decisions have been made, and Gayle herself says she's happy where she is, doing the work she loves alongside her CBS family. No matter what the future holds, Gayle King's legacy as a trusted journalist and a cheerful morning companion is already assured. She'll be remembered for her heartfelt storytelling, her unwavering professionalism, and those moments that brought both tough questions and genuine smiles into America's living rooms. However her journey continues, her impact will be felt for years to come. If you've enjoyed your morning coffee with Gayle King, you might be wondering about the buzz surrounding her future at CBS Mornings. Gayle, beloved by viewers and colleagues alike, has been a friendly face on the CBS Morning Show since 2012, greeting Americans with warmth and genuine curiosity every weekday. Recently, news reports suggested she might be leaving her anchor role when her contract comes up for review in May, sparking a wave of speculation. But Gayle herself says she's as much in the dark as the rest of us, sharing that she loves her job, the people she works with, and that no official decisions have been made about her next steps. CBS, too, has chimed in, calling her a truly valued part of their family and expressing hope she'll be there for years to come. However her story unfolds, Gayle King's spirit and dedication have left a lasting mark on American journalism, and that's something worth celebrating. If anything changes, you can bet she'll keep us all in the loop, just as she's always done. Let's take a moment to celebrate an inspiring television career that's touched countless mornings coast to coast. Gayle King, the beloved 69-year-old anchor we've welcomed into our living rooms for over a decade, is at the center of headlines as reports swirl about her possible departure from CBS Mornings. Since joining the show back in 2012, Gail's signature warmth, integrity, and thoughtful interviews have made her a treasured part of the CBS family and a familiar friend to so many viewers. While there's talk of big changes coming to CBS and nothing is set in stone, both Gail and the network agree that her presence is deeply valued and her future path is still open. Older Americans, especially, know the comfort of a gentle, honest voice leading the way through breaking news and heartfelt human interest stories. Gayle King has given us just that, handling every story, joyful or difficult, with a grace and kindness that never goes out of style. No matter what tomorrow brings, her legacy as a beacon of trust and positivity will remain bright. We celebrate Gayle King not just for her remarkable achievements, but for the uplifting mark she's left on American mornings. However the news unfolds, she'll certainly be remembered as a guiding light, a testament to the power of thoughtful and compassionate journalism